Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. We are in the midst of clearing out this forest over here so that we can start proper factory. We hope that'll be sufficient. Over time, we'll keep moving things around to make sure we're keeping effective. But I think that's the thing. I'm a little worried about the food. The food situation seems to be dropping. So if we have a look, we can sell construction parts, which is not something I would like to sell for food, really. So we may want to have a bit of a look at what else we can do. What I'll do is I'll sell a few more of these guys to see if we can't make a little bit quicker do of our area. Oh, the other thing I wanted to have a look at is our ship, right? It's repaired, it's filled up with diesel, so we can go and send the ship off yet again. Shall we go into which direction this time? We've gone here already. Actually, we have no more direct spots we can go to, but let's head off into this direction. See about that. Okay, so get out of here. We're running out of food. Okay, so food may be a little bit of a challenge for us because we kind of put this thing in direct over here. So let's have a quick look. Food-wise, food production, we've got a farm and we've got an irrigated farm. And can we upgrade this to an irrigated farm? Potentially, right? We can upgrade this to an irrigated farm with some stuffs. And then I guess that'll help. So let's do that. Let's upgrade that one as quickly as we can, so that we can improve our food production a little bit. I think we're stopping with the adding more people to the mix just until we get moving a little bit more on that. But anyway, we are full up on some of these things. So this is looking pretty good. Can we, I guess, stop clearing out that? That's okay over there. We don't necessarily need to go any further than that. If we're going with this, let's put the brakes onto that one. We'll keep clearing those out. And then the next big ticket item is for us to start, I guess, clearing out like this. Maybe if we leave little slithers of trees everywhere, it's not going to be such a barren factory, but we'll leave little chunks of trees in a few different locations. So let's do that. Clear out the trees over here. Leave these guys. We'll slowly start to move and maneuver on some of this stuff. Okay, good. Yeah, we're running out of this. Oh, we're not producing this. Okay, well, immediately restart the production process over here. We want to make sure that we're actively producing some construction parts number 2. Let's I'm going to keep all of these things here because there's a few things we still need to have a bit of a look at. Food is reasonable at the moment. Fertility is growing, but because we're actively running potatoes at the moment. Okay, well that's fine. Location has been explored. What did we get? Oh, we discovered corn seeds. I like it. Plus some more stuff. Thanks. Let's go for it. And you're on your way back straight away. That's okay. That's fine. We do want to try and do this upgrade as quickly as we can. So hopefully, it is now. Yeah, we are producing this stuff, so we'll get the upgrade going so that we can keep a close eye on our food. Our food is worrying me just a little bit. Continue the clear out over here. We can also maybe continue construction of a few more vehicles, right? Give me 2 more of these guys. I think we're okay. We still have some expansion capabilities over here. Okay. Now, what we can do is we can clear out some of this debris. So let's do that. We'll clear the debris out so we can make use of that area. Wow, that was costly, I think, in terms of the clear out, right? Interesting. Okay. So if we're going to use this area here for smelting, and we've got these guys ready to go, we can move this one later. Okay, so what we'll do, when we will now need to start doing some of these that we can slowly then upgrade. So let's just start with the basic assembly ones. Assembly 2s are too expensive for us to handle at the moment, right? We can slowly upgrade them as is required. So what I'm thinking is we'll do a bit of a line of sorry, I want to pause this. So can we please go into planning mode? Do I have planning mode? I can't remember if I needed some sort of research for planning mode. I did. So Unity tool, pause tool, upgrade planning mode. Start the research on planning mode straight away. And switch on one of these guys to support the planning mode stuff. So this one, let's pause the construction. Forget about pausing this, but let's pause the construction. So we'll do. Let's just start the recipe as well. So this is going to be the recipe, right? So we're going to have some entries, and we're going to exit out some of these guys. So I'm thinking I would like to run a conveyor. A chain of conveyors down this way, right? So we'll tie it in there. We'll run the chain of conveyors, and on the other side we'll run. So we'll try and do, a ton of these guys up all the way down to say a storage unit down here, for instance, right? So let's do say. Something like this, right? This is the one. Trying to use this grid. Yeah, okay. So that's it. So we'll do something like that. I'll pause the construction on this one as well. We've done some research, so the planning tool has been done. While we're doing this, let's quickly start research and backfill some of these other items that's kind of early in the game. Oh, we can definitely grab vegetables to the mix there and some custom surfaces. So a little bits of pieces we'll add to the mix. Yeah, so we'll kind of fill up all of this area here. Okay, beautiful. Let's do that. We'll go back out there. We'll have the research facility. Just keep doing that. Now, this should be all linked up, ready to go. We can put some fertilizer in there, but presumably it will produce a lot more stuff. And what we can also do is just add one of these guys to the mix here. And I'm kind of tempted to do it a little bit further away, like so that we could potentially add some other stuff to the mix. So once this guy is full, I would like you to not keep it too full, so that we can actually move some of the stuff over there. It's kind of the plan. We might actually do. Forget about that. So let's just do this, and what we'll do is we'll build another rainwater collector, or we'll get a ground pump. No, it's a ground pump's a little bit far away. So let's do a collector over here, and we'll pull it in there. So let's get all of this stuff built as well, so that we can make sure that we are moving through this fairly quickly. Do we have construction parts? We do have some construction parts. Let's pause. We don't necessarily have to pause construction parts too, but we can. Okay. So anyway, so now we've got the planning tool ready to go. So let's switch that on. Which one is it? It's the pause tool, copy tool, the upgrade tool. That's the copy tool. Oh, here we go. Planning mode. So planning mode is now on. So what we'll do is we'll copy something like something like 8 of them, right? So let's do about there, and then we can still do. Well, let's just do 10, right? So there's 10 of them, right? 10 of them feeds into here, and we probably need a couple of these. So we're not pausing at the moment, right? So we'll rotate and do that way. Okay. So now from here, what do we need these guys to be used for? So we need them to go into this, okay? So that's one. Do we need them? Not there. Do we need them in there? We do not. Do we need them in here? We do not. So really, what is used? So if we look at recipes, right, we should be able to. You can never know. Where's my recipes? Let's just do. What is it called? It's construction part. So if we do construction, yeah, well, that's not actually what I'm after. I'm after the recipe book. Right? Where is my recipe book? If we go here, right? Set recipes. So if we say construction parts. So really, we only need them to go into construction parts 2. Okay, so that's fine. What else? What else? So we really don't need them. Do they need to go in here? No, they do not. Do they need to go in there? They do not. And do they need to go in here? They do not. So construction parts are used only in construction parts 2. But we need to retain a certain number of them. So I guess what I'm saying is this guy needs to, let's just think about it. So what we want to do is okay. You know what? We'll do this. We'll do the full scheme of this. So let's give me the copy tool. We'll grab that. We'll flip it around, and this one will come this way, and this will be our setup, right? So here we're gonna run all of these guys into this conveyor. So a flat conveyor from there all the way. Oh, actually, do we need it? Do we need to run straight through there? Can we just run? Oh, I think we do need to move the entire thing over. So let's do this, and we'll go up to there. Okay. Oh, come on. Like so, and like so. We'll pause it there. We will cut this entire thing and move it over by 1. We'll do it like that, so we've got a little bit more room, and we'll tie this one in here, right? And then on this side, we're going to run that one that way, and we're going to run this one that way. Okay, so at least we'll have lots of construction parts ready to go. Then from here, what we'll need to do now is we want to run the same thing that way, but now with construction parts too, but we can also run some other bits and pieces over here that can run down this way. Okay, so let's do the same thing again. We can unpause so everything kind of keeps moving. Okay, so let's do again. So now this time around, we'll need assembly 2s. The intent being that we will align it like that, right? So what I'm going to, let's just have a look. So if we have a quick look at the recipes, right? We've got one of these guys producing 12 and one of these guys producing 3 from 6. So half of them. Yeah, so it's about right. So a 1-to-1 ratio is about right of the assembly 2s, right? So let's copy that and move it through there. Copy another bit. Wow, these tools really make it much easier. So we'll do that. And we'll move the entire thing forward a little bit just to make sure we've got some room. So let's cut all of that. Right, and move them to about there. Come on. Okay, so move it all about that way, and now we've got a little bit more room to work with over here. So that's good, right? All of this is kind of in the planning. Are we again? Let's sell some more. Let's sell some more stuff. What's our food situation looking like? That's why we kind of need to keep a little bit of an eye on it. So. Are we producing the food, right? There is some water passing straight through, right? Soil moisture, starting to rain a little bit. Next harvest is 52 in 2.5 months' time. I do wonder if we need to buy ourselves a little bit more food. Still some water in there or not? Irrigation tank. And now we're waiting for rain. So, question mark. Do we need more rain? I think so. We need more rain. So, capture a little bit more rain, please. Let's do one more there. And I'm not sure we're going to do the other one on the other side. But we'll do this. And we'll just tie you in like so. And what we'll do is we have a... What tools do we have to commence the construction? I think it's this, isn't it? No, it's not. How do we... Oh, it's the pause one. So if we do, come on, if we do that, the construction is underway. So let's do that. Get some more water to go here. We've got enough water for our production on this side, but let's make sure we're moving a little bit more over there. Now let's buy some more stuff, right? How much of these do we have? Oh, we don't have that much actually. So let's go ahead, buy some more of this. Okay, bought some more of that. Low food supply is becoming a bit of an issue. Is that done? So did we just fill this one up with some food or not? What's happening with the food? Is it not enough or what's the issue? I'm sure we should have just had food come in. Right? It feels a little bit awkward to me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, let's build another farming setup, I think. So what's the situation with the farming setup? We can do farming twos, which costs us a little bit. Okay, so if we flip this one around, we can do... So I guess my view is that we try and produce... I don't want to use this area, actually. If anything, I maybe wanted to squeeze them in. Like this way. Can we quickly buy ourselves a little bit of food? Like, let's just hang on. We have plenty of those. So let's buy some food at least. Okay, so got a little bit of food in the mix, and I guess what I mean by with the food there, let's go ahead and demolish that. Even this, let's clear out all of that stuff, right? Let's just clear all of this out. Yeah, clear all of this stuff out. Let's use this as best we can. Got some extra food, I believe, somewhere. Yeah, so there's some food over there that can be moved over here. I want to just make sure yeah, so it's been loaded up there. So there's a little bit more food ready to go. Another, so excellent. We got ourselves a few more months there. Okay, what's going on with let's quickly have a look here. What's going on with this? Okay, let's pause that for a bit so we can just clear out. Wow, we need to clear all of that out. So let's just do this. Make sure you continue to clear these areas out for us. What else is... Yeah, so please do that. And then what I'll do is I'll buy yet another supply of food to at least get a little bit more. Okay, now some room is happening here. So let's clear out some more stuff. And I'm kind of... Actually, let's just clear out all of that and we'll redo the farming setup completely over on this side. So grab me a couple of farms at least. Right, so I'm going to go and start off. Yeah, we can do guess if we do that, I mean, there's room here, right? So let's bring that back even a little bit more. So let's do one. Actually, that way around and then just flip it over. Rotate, and put the other one. I guess I'd rather do it like this. So let's do that one. And let's cut this one and move it in there. So I guess that is giving us a little bit more room. That will give us a bit of room here as well. I want to make sure that we've got some extra spots so that we can at least stack it a little bit. If we do 1, 2 there, and maybe we do a small vehicle ramp. Wow, can we not do any smaller than that? So what is coming out of this thing? What is this stuff? So on the one hand we've got okay, conveyor, and the other one is for the potatoes. Okay, so if we were to say get the potatoes to come out and go, oh, it's not this. It's not actually this. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Let's clear these two out. It's loose storage. So grab ourselves some loose storage for the potatoes. Okay, so that actually gives us a. Oh, interesting. So now it has to be on this side. Okay, well that's okay. We'll give ourselves a little bit of room here. We'll need at least 2 of them, so we'll fill that up a little bit, and then what we'll do is we'll get the loose U-shape conveyor here. So come off out this way. Yeah, I think something like that could be useful. And what we'll do is at the same time as we'll tie that one in there, and then in order to make sure that we don't kind of really close ourselves out here, we'll get a little bit of a. If we did this, I guess if we did that, it's a little bit, gives ourselves a little bit more room. So let's do that. What does this actually take? It takes construction parts. Interesting. Okay. Well, the plan is we're going to make that work. Now, on this side of things, I don't think we've got water anywhere nearby here. So what we'll do is we'll try and capture some water here. Probably a little setup like this. Give me one. Okay, no, maybe that's not quite what we're after. Just want to make sure we're not going to run into problems here. So if we wanted to, okay, so let's do that. This, and I guess that's not going to work. What we could do, however, is add one. Could add one, say somewhere over here, though it's getting a little bit tight. Okay, so if we do that, right, that gives us. Let's move it a little bit closer. So if we go and align it with that mix over there, perfect. Now, so the plan now is give me. Okay, start it. Okay. They don't want to play nice. So what we'll do is we'll do this. Like so. Yeah, let's do that. And let's do a few of them so that we try and max out some of our water capabilities here. So we'll do that. Now, what we'll need to do here is I want to do this. I then want to do that. I then want to do that. Beautiful. And then at the same time, I want to do Oh, it doesn't want to do that. We'll do that. That'll be fun. Okay, so now we've got a lot more water coming our way. And then what we'll need to do is we'll need to come over the top here so we don't block the path completely. So we'll go up to about here. And then we'll go up and over the top like that. And we'll do this, and hopefully we can also do that. Okay, let's do this. We may have to rejig things a little bit to make all of this work, but for the time being, I think all of that we can make a start on all of this construction and also take that in there. And yes, let's just make a move. So unpause kind of all of this for construction, please. That's a lot of construction that needs to happen. So let's get make sure to get that moving. Oh, these guys, oh, they need wood. So yeah, drop off your wood straight away. We need it. What does that actually take to build this? Yeah, it takes a little bit of construction parts as well, so may as well use some of it. Let's buy some more of this. Okay, we'll buy some more of that. Can we buy construction parts? We can't buy construction parts, so we need to be a little bit cautious with the use of the construction parts. But anyway, that's fine. I think we're doing pretty well now. Oh, we've got the ramp going. All of this is underway. So what we want to do is we want to do a round of potatoes and then a round of not empty, a round of manure, right? And then that's fine. So we'll just do the 2, and then on this one we do the opposite. We start off with the green manure, and then we do the potatoes, so that we continuously have that moving. Beautiful. Things are starting, and we should have workers for it. And all of this is starting to happen. Let's just get these last few pieces together. Yeah, so we will immediately start collecting water in the case. We had terrain leveling or something that's finished research, I believe. Oh no, it's a low food supply. We'll get to that. So this should be moving. We're waiting on some rainwater at the moment because it seems we can't grow. So hopefully I think we should start seeing a little bit of rain come in soon. Yeah, I think so. Here comes the rain. Excellent. So now we have moisture on the field. Getting a reasonable soil fertility here. Excellent. We should be seeing some potatoes starting to come in. Two stacks, plus we've got the room to kind of sort it out. Plus we're hopefully collecting in the irrigation tanks here, but also I'm hoping we can collect in here a little bit more as well. I would rather we have a lot more rain and kind of rainwater and irrigation ready to go. The soil moisture is still pretty good. We're going to have a reasonable supply arrive in less than a month. Keep an eye. I want to make sure that doesn't go below 3 months. It's a little bit tough for us. Yeah, I do have construction parts to sell for a month's supply or something. Okay, there we go. So these guys should now be coming out our way. Excellent. That's good. Now these guys are busy preparing for the next round. I think we'll be fine. This needs to be, yeah, they're all going potatoes, and they will be running in there, and we should slowly start seeing this number go up. Yeah, there we go. What is the supply here? It can take a pretty huge supply there. How far is this one away from coming through? Oh, yeah, this one's going to come through in just a minute. Yeah, there we go. That's the next round. So I think now we might be in a reasonable position and our water tank should be starting to fill up, right? Maybe we're getting there now. That would be really useful. I think this number is going to go up now. I think that's a good spot here. Okay, beautiful. Now we don't have any places for the trees to be felled, which is definitely wrong. We want to continue to trim back these trees here. So let's do maybe not. Yeah, let's just go there. Start trimming back these trees here. Okay, beautiful. Now I think we have a reasonable amount of room to start working potentially on. Let's clear some debris out of here. That's like 7. And we'll clear some debris out there. That's another few and another few. There and there and there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now the next piece of the puzzle is for us to use coal, which is already over here. We might double stack it, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. What we need to do now is we need to plan out this operation, right? So we need a couple of smelters and the like. So if we go to smelting, a blast furnace gives us 24 of the molten, right? And this one needs basically, so we basically need one of these, 2 of these, right? I want to make room for an extra one. Actually, let's do that now. So give me one more loose storage here. So if we wanted to plan out actually, let's plan out one more here. Actually, no. Let's forget about that because I don't think the only issue we may run into is if this guy is kind of blocked. Okay, but that's okay. So let's instead of doing that, let's just make sure we've got a little bit more of the storage for this guy. Okay, so let's do that. So that gives us more room for that. Okay. And then here, what we'll do is now we'll have to have a quick look at our smelter setup. So the blast furnace, we're going. Okay, so how many? So if we're running 10 of if we're running 10 of these guys, we need 90. 10 of these guys is 45. So 10 of these guys is 90, right? So 90 plus a little bit extra for some other bits and pieces that we're going to need. So blast furnace here gives us, and this one gives us, so 90 is, let's do that. So 90 divided by 12 gives us 7.5. So basically 8. So we need 4 blast furnaces and the rest is the smelters, basically, or the metal casters. So 4 blast furnaces plus the smelter mix. I'm gonna do it basically like this, right? So if we give ourselves maybe a little bit more room here. So if we do 1, 2, oh well, now that we've got the 2 there, we need the metal casters. We need. So let's do. So if we're saying, let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do something like this, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that gives us enough room to maneuver in here. And then what we'll do is we'll copy this setup. That's not quite sufficient. Let's do that, and we'll cut and move this one a little bit more forward. Give ourselves a little bit more room. If we did that, yeah, it seems reasonable. Actually, what we could do is we could just maneuver the entire thing a little bit. Let's cut this one. No, oh, that's not quite what I had in mind. Let's cut that one. And we'll do. Okay, we'll need. Okay, let's do this. No. I'm being a little bit pedantic about these things. We'll need a little bit more room, right? So if we did this, I guess that's okay. So let's just make sure to flip it. What is it? Flip it. Flip. Yeah, let's do that one, and we'll copy it, and we'll flip it around. We'll do that. Okay. So this is the one. What we'll also do is we'll do the same on this side. Let's cut it. And we'll flip it. No, flip it again. And then this one, we'll flip that one too, just to give ourselves a little bit more room. So let's flip it again, and there we go. So we'll do that. I'm going to cut these. I'm going to move them a little bit closer, maybe. I guess that's okay. I'm going to cut all of this and move them over a little bit more. Well, now we've got a little bit more room here, so let's do something like that. Okay, so we'll give ourselves a little bit more room on all of these different things. So that gives us a starting point. So I want to make a start with potentially this one. I'm not pausing it, but are we out of anything? Steel plates is becoming a little bit low. Are we still producing? We are still producing. Okay, but also what we'll need to do here is we'll need to provide ourselves a couple of smokestacks potentially. Okay, so one there and one here. Okay, so a couple of smokestacks in place. And we need some slag, right? This is the slag piece. Okay, but before we do the slag, let's run. Oops. We can't. Oh, hang on. We need 2 and 2. Huh? Oh no. Oh no. I'm way out of line. We need 2. Really? 2 gives us 24. This guy. Okay, no. We're fine. Okay, so with that in mind, all we need to do is run this one there. And then this one goes in there. And this one goes in there. Okay, so there we go. So that's the smelting setup. And then I'm thinking we need the slag stored. So grab us the... I'll pause it for a second while we quickly figure out our slag operation. And we can definitely... We can try and make it a little bit nicer, right? So we can do one like that. Okay, so before we completely get into the slag side of things, we want to make sure that we're running these. Okay, so we'll do something like this. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll take slag over the top here. Oh. Okay, so we'll have to do that with the slag side of things. Is there any way we can make this look a little bit natural? We'll do that. Do that. There we go. So yeah, that kind of does the part with the slag. So now we've got the slag in here as well. On this side of things, we'll need to just split off the coal. I mean, this is not the coal. The coal. What is this? This is just rock. Coal is over here, but we will probably need another set of coal. Storages. So if I were to say, we'll do coal like this, and then presumably we can fill up that one. And then at the same time, we need to... Okay, so let's do... Forget about that. Up by 1. So what I basically need to do is I need to be up. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Now, if we go up, forget about the R. If we go up by 1 here and we keep running up there, and we then, drop back down here and we go in there, that should, no. That, actually, that might work. So, okay, so that gives us this, and then the only one that we'll need to be a little bit more creative with is this one. And I think that kind of works. And then from this side, we basically need one to go down that way, the other one to run all the way in here. Okay, the one we're missing, I think we'll be okay. So if we do that, and then we do this, I think that's probably going to be okay. So now all of this is nice and spaghetti, but it's done. Oh, the one thing we are in fact missing is this one here. Okay, so now that is that's kind of our setup, right? And we can slowly start to build kind of some of them. So I guess what we do absolutely have to do is build all of this. We definitely have to build all of that, this. Okay, the idea here, of course, is that we'll start off on this side. And we'll start with these two. Okay, so we'll make a start on that. Okay, what this is supposed to do is this is supposed to be coal. So please go ahead and give me a fill up over there. This will be coal as well. You'll kind of make yourself work. Okay, so now that's in place. We will need to do the entire slag thing, of course. So let's slag. We'll do this and this, that and that, this. We'll do these two. We'll do all of this, and we'll do that and this, and that and that and that and that. Okay, so come in here and build us all of this stuff. Okay, there we go. It's already starting to work. Okay, so that then gives us, so we'll have to run a couple of these guys over here. So now what we're wanting to do here is run at least a couple of storages for the plates. And actually, what we'll do is we'll get it nice and close to this area here, right? And we'll plan out some of the other bits and pieces to kind of make that work. So that's kind of it. And guys, I'm gonna put a cut in this episode. So that's the start of our construction parts. I'm happy to announce that food-wise, we're looking way healthier. We're still kind of under a little bit of pressure. We are in no rush to get things done, to a certain level. We've got a lot going on. We are, starting to dig big holes into mountains. But generally speaking, we're in pretty good shape. We need to sort out what's going on with the rubber. The rest of this is looking pretty good. What I will do is I will go ahead and just pause this operation a little bit because it's not that one. I'll pause this one a little bit because it's getting a little bit out of hand, taking too much of our effort at the moment. We're going to do a proper one over here to really get us to move along a little bit quicker. But everything is kind of looking okay now. Still, we need to. I mean, obviously, we need to get one of these to sort itself out. Oh, let's add the recipes. We kind of forgot about that. We need this one, and we need this one, please. Yes, thank you. So that'll start running, creating some stuff. Yeah, here we go. It's already starting to happen. So that is starting to melt some steel for us, and we'll double up on this one. So that should be sufficient to kind of deal with it. We have a little bit more room, so if we really wanted to, we could squeeze in an expansion over this way. But I guess that's kind of where we're at the moment. So I think that'll do the trick for this episode, guys. So thank you so much. Oh, settlement is full of trash. Hang on. Why are you not sorting this out? Oh no. Let's just get the trash dump to move a little quicker, guys. We need someone here straight away to come and sort it out. It's trying to find a destination it can't reach. What is this? You're trying to do what exactly? How you stuck? Here we go. And do we need to recover? Recover. Fine. Good. Okay. Fix yourself. What's our dumping looking like? Very much so. Okay, we're done. We're done with dumping over here. That's probably the reason the trash is an issue. And we've done, generally speaking, we've done the dumping over on this side as well. So now the next spot of dumping will be what? We need to quickly pick a spot for dumping. I guess we can just fill up the rest of this, right? Let's have a look. Let's do the dumping, and just do that. Right, that gives us a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. I guess that gives us some more room for dumping. So go ahead, dump your stuff. And hopefully now we're not going to have the issues we're having with this. And hopefully that will start sorting itself out. But we'll have a look at this in a little bit more detail in the next episode. So slow going, but I guess we will be better off for it if we plan this thing out properly. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.